So yeah, welcome to my review of the BALTIC AQUASCAPHE. This is a 1 year review, and I just want to talk to you about the basic functions of the watch, but also about my experiences during that year. The watch is really the first watch in years that I bought new, that a watch that really spoke to me and where I decided to put my money down for it, even if I hadn't seen it in person. So that was from the get-go something that was very impressive to me. As you can see, the watch is not on its original strap. The watch that I had before was a Seiko SKX, and I always had that one on this Paralon strap, so the Baltic ended up on that one too. The BALTIC AQUASCAPHE comes in on a diameter of 39 millimeters. The case is made out of 316L brushed stainless steel. The overall height of the watch is 12 millimeters. The watch bears very traditional, very old school, really much like a vintage watch. And the sapphire crystal rises about a millimeter above the case and gives it a very well proportioned feel. The movement is an automatic movement. It's the Miyota 9039, which is actually fairly traditionally sized. It has a height of 3.9 millimeter, which helps to keep down the overall height of the watch to 12 millimeters. And it's really a proven and solid watch movement. It's not really exactly known to be one of the most precise movements, but I honestly have to say that I never really had any problems during that year with precision. The watch is an automatic watch, so you don't really have to wind it by hand. You can, therefore, you just unwind the screw down crown, pull the crown, and then you can turn the time and set it again. As you pull the crown, the second hand stops, and you can precisely synchronize the watch with your computer or your cell phone or whatever. The bezel action is something that I want to lose a word on. Before the Baltic on the SKX, one of my biggest complaints was the bezel action. On the Baltic, even after a year, it's absolutely crisp. It totally makes the day-to-day interaction with the watch. It really gives you a feeling of quality. And I use that bezel every single day, multiple times, and it holds up incredibly well. The watch is 200-meter water resistant, has a screw down sealed case back and a screw down crown. So really you really don't have to worry about water tightness, which is really nice. So it's a solid everyday watch you can take to the pool or to the sea. I want to lose a couple of words on the strap, on the, it's, I believe, a silicone strap in a very traditional old design. It's very flexible, it twists very easily, but it feels also very durable. The texture on it is very precise. The buckle on it is rather precisely machined, and it's not just a simple laser logo, it's actually very deeply engraved, which I also like because sometimes companies have a tendency to compromise on little details like that. The case finish, it's brushed all around, and even after 1 year, there are basically no scratches on it. All of these brushed surfaces are very interesting and work out very well. There are a couple of polished kind of accents on the watch, all in places where they don't get easily scratched, which is another big plus because they actually bring a little bit more contrast to the watch, but they don't wear, so that is amazing. Also, both sapphire glass and bezel insert, and so there's not a scratch on it either. So that really is impressive. A lot of the attention to detail is obviously on the case, on the dial. The dial has an incredible depth to it because it's layered. There's a layer of lume underneath the actual dial, and also the dial has a lot of texture to it. I wouldn't say that this is a watch that you buy for the looks, but amongst watch guys, there's some take movements very seriously, some like dials, some like the cases, and this is a watch that you really buy for the feel of it because you really can appreciate the effort that went into the designing this thing. It feels so much more expensive. Sometimes you feel the price point on the movement, and that actually from the very beginning was one of the concerns of people, that they thought that the movement was a little bit too cheap for the watch. To me, it's a good compromise. It works out well. I don't really mind it. I think for the price point, it is fair. So thank you for watching my video of the BALTIC AQUASCAPHE. Thank you for watching, and see you the next time.